those legs to keep on. Alright, everybody, we are getting underway. Looks like both teams are ready. Sorry for mousing over the picture-in-picture. Makes it hard to see. And we are off. First grab of the game, a Flaccid for Rig. As the Rune Scrimitars take on the Responsibles. And we're already off to an early lead for the Responsibles. Their offense picking up where they left off, high-powered, as I missed who it was, but they got on the board already, and now it's going to be a second for Waluigi. I think that's one for Kelvin and one for Waluigi. That's right. Each of them, 1 for 1, capping on their first grabs. Holy smokes. Calvin winds up getting returned while Waluigi and Dingbat split the power-ups. Dingbat getting a Tag Pro. Probably going to be a cap here. Vic bombs one in. Not bothering walking around. Rig gets a nice bump off of one of the red defenders. Looks like that was Subglacious. And a nice juke off Poet, but Poet does get him from behind. We gotta move this over here. And the Vikings are losing. You'd love to see it. Calvin now going to be out bottom. Dodges the spike after being bombed and avoids the boost. Tries to cut inside Jazz. Jazz not having it. Quickly returns the man. I gotta say, I love the way these Maroon Scrimmies jerseys are looking. I think they are very fresh. And Waluigi walks in an easy one during Pups. The quintessential Kelvin cap goes to his partner this time as Kelvin picks up the Tag Pro, and he'll be leading Poet going the other way here. Vic stubs his toe. He'll be caught slipping from behind. Kelvin can't tag Jazz, and now there's a little bit of a split here on this Tag Pro lead, and in that confusion, Vic gets out the other way. Very nearly a cap for the Rune Scrimitars, but Poet is still hanging on for dear life. Still alive. Finally? Not even, no. I thought he was going to be returned there. Still alive, still pushing for that cap. They got double anti, no blocks. Oh, sorry, that's the, he took that back to the other base. I had these, I had that FC confused. Vic tries to shoot underneath Poet and roll off the wall, but it's not going to happen. Now Waluigi takes it back the other way. If Subglacious can snag this return, it's a good chance for a cap for Waluigi, but he can't. Jazz escapes out low. Waluigi forced off the power-up. Poet's going to get that Tag Pro low, and Dingbat a Juke Juice high. Vic goes for the snipe. Does not hit. Rig winds up getting the return. Vic to regrab, and Rig walking back to try to help get a return here. Jazz trying to juke everybody. The post from Poet puts him into being Flag Pro. Looked like Rig spiked himself there, I think that was. Vic takes that high. Subglacious there to cut him off. Nice bomb from Subglacious. Very nearly results in a cap, and Jazz tries to grab headed the other way, but is returned. Now it's going to be Waluigi past 2 on the bottom of the map. Tries to take it straight in. The blocks were kind of there. Not really, though. Somehow still alive. Waluigi maneuvering in space, and now he'll be rewarded with a capture. Surely they get the return. Really good job staying alive from Waluigi there. I don't know how he did it. And that extends the lead to 4-1 for the Responsibles. Looking like a dominant team early in this season. Waluigi and Kelvin doing whatever they want to on offense. And there's another one. Waluigi will not be denied. That's his 3rd or 4th cap of the game. Rig catches him from behind that time. A little bit. And another one. Oh, whoops. Excuse me, I tabbed off. I'm using a display capture today instead of a window capture, so if I click off like that, you have to be forced to see my taskbar, which is pretty annoying. But, it's just, what's happening? Actually, I know a way to fix this. Let's go ahead and delete that source there. Let's move this over here. Scale that down. Yeah, Waluigi with 4 caps already. Rig tries to walk one in off the triangle, but it's not going to happen for him. Now Vic at a powerful waiting, holding position here for flag carriers, trying to decide what to do. Poet tries to catch him sleeping. He kind of does, winds up getting the return. Rig was there to lead him, but they couldn't connect. Now Jazz will look to connect with this Tag Pro lead. Rig a little bit impatient there, grabs early, still had 10 seconds plus left on that Tag Pro. Now Jazz has to do the most here to stay alive, cannot do it. Vic also not on the flag tile on time. And the Rune Scrimmies look to be in disarray, trying to handle this RSP offensive attack. Not communicating. Everybody doing the same thing. There, they finally get it sorted. Vic might have had a lane to go low there. Opted not to take it. Now he'll cut back for a little bit more space. He's past 2. This is one of the first real tries that Rune Scrimmies have had at a capture. Looks like they might be able to get it here. Good patience from Vic, maneuvering through those posts, and he'll walk away with a cap as a result. Rig picks up a Tag Pro lead. They'll try to get him his 2nd in a row. One flaccid on the other end. You love to see that. Poet knocks the Tag Pro separate from the FC. But is it enough? Not quite. Kelvin tries to go for the snipe, but winds up knocking his OD further away from the return. Vic taking it all the way back to the team boost. Maybe a little overcautious with the flag there. But he's met with cautious OD from RSP as well. They finally wind up getting the return on him, even though he made 2 miss. Now Rig with a try, quickly returned by Subglacious on the top of the map. 5 caps to go, only 2 minutes for the Rune Scrimmies to get them. So definitely in crunch time here. Looks like we have a Rolling Bomb on the top power-up and a Juke Juice on the bottom, if I saw those colors right before they were filled up with green. And there's another capture. I looked away for a second. I have a feeling it was Kelvin. Power-ups just having been up. And on a fast cap makes me feel like it was Kelvin. I looked away for a second there. And wouldn't you know it, that cap. This was happening to me on the last game I scrimmed with them as well. What up, MC? Jazz patiently walks in another cap, and now they've got it back to 5. Rig, nice move over the top of the OD there. It's down to 4, but they only have a minute left. They've got to bring these caps in quick succession, and now RSP playing a little 3D, it looks like, but it's not going to matter. Rig is out past those 3. He just has Kelvin to beat. He walks it in safely, and we'll get there. Vic probably should have stayed on Re, maybe. I don't know. But he looks like he's interested in these power-ups. Rig going to probably push during them. He does. Oh, and he very nearly nails it, but he was a little hurried and couldn't quite hit it as horizontally above here as he would have liked. Dingbat with a rolling grab now. Takes it off one corner. He's past 2 already. Can Vic lay a block for him? He does. And he's going to go around Kelvin for the OD. Now it's just 2 caps. They're keeping pace so far. They need another 2 here. 15 seconds per cap. Rig, got to make some moves. He's making him. He'll go low. Nice block from Dingbat, but Waluigi catches up from behind. Now Vic has to be very fast with this capture. You cannot wait for Vic. You have to go. You have to go now. You have to go now. Where are you going? I think that time cost him. A valiant effort from the blue team here, but red opened up too strong, and blue could not come back. 18 pops for Rig down there at the bottom. 254 prevent for Dingbat, not enough. 4 caps apiece for each of the responsibles offenders. 5 pups for Poet. Poet doing Poet things. Subglacious doing everything else on D. 14 returns, 244 prevent. Good game from everybody involved. 8-6 RSP. Why is this particular song not fun at all? Skip along a little bit on that track. And we're underway in game 2. What's happening here? I missed the grab. Something was up. It didn't refresh for me. I apologize for that, Rig. I hope you didn't do anything too cool, because I missed it. And we're gonna have a fucked VCR there for game 1, but I'll do my best. Sorry about that. But NRUN Scrimmies off to an early lead after taking a loss here in game 1, so I'm sure they're happy to see that. Kelvin takes a nice grab after Waluigi knocked the defense backwards. He is past just 2 so far, looking to get past 3 if Poet lays the block here for Rig. But nice OD from Vic and Rig slows him down, and Jazz gets the return from behind. How's my season going? Flaccid, asks Walson, aka MC Ride. It's fine. We were 3-2. We don't play tonight, so our week 2 game will come this Wednesday. Kelvin has the boost there, but won't take it. I think he's scared of that mid boost, and rightfully so as Jazz hits it. And the NRUN Scrimmies are going to snag 2 tag pros. Uh-oh. Blue might be out past 3 anyway. And they're going to cap. That's tough. Jesus, this one is loud. Turning this down. We were 3-2 in week 1 though, so my season's going good, I guess. Too early to say, really, but we're winning, so I'd love to see that. Yeah, typical green team L. That was not great. I'm sure that's not what the Scrimmies wanted to see there. Oops. Fuck, dude. I hate that I have to click into this every single time, or you have to see that taskbar. I'm immediately going back to using a window capture next time. Display capture stinks. 2 flaccid grabs from the red team, and Vic is just fast enough to stop a capture, and he's going to be out the other way. He's got 1 man to beat. It's Waluigi, and he'll go right over the top. As power-up spawn, Rig scooping up that rolling bomb and trying to get a grab out with it. Jazz gets the juke juice. Nice job from the Scrimmies, taking advantage of power-ups better this game so far than they did last. Or at least getting them better than they did last game. Vic had a lane there, I think, if he had gone just completely low, but a little bit of hesitation got him killed. Jazz was there to play that block. And now Waluigi's going to be potentially out if he hits this corner. Good try. Dingbat does wrangle him, though. Jazz and Rig taking turns trying to get out, neither one quite able to do so. Vic coming in for a very fast-paced grab. Tries to hit a corner to go over the top of Subglacious, but no dice. Subglacious and Poet do wind up returning him. Rig now is last ahead. takes care of business on Waluigi. Vic following Rig's blocks. He's got 10 seconds left of Juke Juice. Now he's going to be past 2. Doesn't clear out both boosts, but it doesn't matter. The one winds up sending blue team into a flaccid grab. His bomb helpful enough to get the return as well, and that'll make it a 3-1 ball game for the NRUN Scrimitars. Rig trying to make it a 4-1 ball game. Ooh, had he intended for that bounce, maybe could have made something happen there, but I think that was just a lot of chaos. And you'll have to excuse, I don't know if anyone will even notice, but I'm going to mention it because I noticed it. The Browncoats mod that I use that overlays this shine image is actually a donut shape because I play with donut balls and not regular balls. So it looks a little funny on normal spherical shapes that are not donuts. I think it's most noticeable on the RSP jerseys. But I don't want to change that every time. So I won't. Rig pushing for a kiss, he gets it, links up with rolling on the flag on the other end. And now Dingbat knows he's got to push this. He does. Perfect combination of boosts there from Dingbat, and he'll walk in that cap. Good team play from the NRUN Scrimmies, a lot more organized than they were here in Game 1. Trying to get fancy in the corner. No luck for him, though. But Rig might be able to get back to that team boost. Not quite. His power-ups come up here. We'll see who gets what. I think it's a Juke Juice down low. Looks like a Tag Pro up high. Everyone's up there. Rig comes away with it. Kelvin gets his hands on the flag after snagging the Juke Juice low. What a snipe from Poet. And Subglacius gets the easy sacrifice in there. And they'll bring this lead down to 2. Really in-sync plays. Made it look like it was nothing. Piece of cake for RSP on that cap. 41-7 Bills. Yeah. That game is not going great. Waluigi with an easy out over Jazz and Dingbat. Rig doing a lot on OD, forcing him back. And now Waluigi is forced to bring it in. Oh, but it doesn't matter! They don't cover it. He goes right where the only place he really could have gone after Jazz forced it and it wasn't covered on the bottom lane. He squeaks in for the cap. Very good looking series of boosts there for, what was that, Waluigi? Season 26 Nooper participant, Waluigi. Definitely a formidable offender. I've had to play against him. Rig trying to hold out this Tag Pro. Jazz coming up to say hello. And now Rig in trouble. He does find that kiss, though. Probably the best case for his team in that moment. And both teams reset. 3.5 minutes left to play. It's down to a 1-cap game. There's been a couple clean caps like that, Sonder. Dingbat hit one just earlier in the same route, I think, or about the same route. A lot of times people scuff it when they're chaining these boosts. They'll, oops, hit the straight line. They'll hit here and then they miss it short. But that's not been the case here for these balls in this game. Rig, as the lone OD ball there, picks up a return and stops the cap. Subglacius gets the Tag Pro though. Vic will get the Juke Juice up top. Dingbat spikes himself rather than be returned. Attaboy, don't let him get those stats. Ooh, I would like if my stream was still playing. Please still play. I hate display captures. I hate them. I hate them so much. Nobody needed to see my fucking DMs with ASAP for a frame or a half or whatever it was there for. Poet comes up with a tag pro. Dingbat's got the rolling bomb. He gets it on flag. 10 seconds left on it, but it's quickly defused. Now he's got to push it. Ooh, tries to get really cheeky with the route. Had he connected on that, would have been sick. I think it's possible to go here. If you just click the bottom of this boost, I think you can get around this and then like bounce off of that. But I think it's maybe that's not possible, but maybe if you bounce off of this, it's a little cleaner than down off of that. Jazz doesn't need any of the boosts walking past Poet. Is returned though, and it's all tied up here with 1 minute left to play. We're in a very tight game compared to a kind of a blowout in game one. Rig maybe a little impatient with the flag there. Ooh, tries to come help with the tag pro, but it will be RSP's tag pro. Dingbat gets his hands on a juke juice. Why am I trying display captures? I'm trying display captures because I thought it would be easier with this with doing the picture-in-picture thing, but I was able to do a window capture for the picture-in-picture anyway, so I don't need it, and I forgot to set it back before the game started. I had been using window captures. Window captures can be problematic too, like they are not perfect either, because if you reload the window, then you have to make sure you click and load the right tab, and that can be a pain in the ass. That never happens with display captures, so there are pros and cons to both. I don't think it's like a no-brainer decision, but I think I do prefer window captures, all things considered. Poet might have had the game-winning cap there, but the return doesn't come. He was trying to split Dingbat and Rig. Each team getting at least one standings point out of this. Rig very nearly lost that tag pro, but he does wind up getting it. Vic scuffs the boost, stubs his toe. He's got two tag pros in front of him. Green team trying not to fuck this one up. Kelvin works his way back up top. Jazz is right there to stop him. Waluigi can't do enough. And NRUN Scrimmies walk away with an overtime win in Game 2 after the Game 1 blowout. Hat-trick apiece for Vic and Waluigi. 2 minutes a hole for Kelvin, but only one cap. 3 down from his Game 1 performance. 3:23 prevent for Subglacious, and 3 minutes of prevent for Poet. Not enough compared to the 3:04 and 2:29 from Dingbat and Jazz. Red team dominating the power-ups that game, 14-6. Alright, let's go ahead and fix this. I asked for a second. I'm going to just delete the display capture. We're going to remove... Well, let's leave it in there in case I do need to go back to it. Let's add a window capture. Let's call it Tag Pro. Okay, or we won't add anything. Fucking piece of shit ass software. Add new source. Call it Tag Pro. We're going to take it from this tab. Do not capture the cursor. And let's add a quick color key on there. And I can pick the color key later on. Sorry, what was the score of that game, HD? I forgot to update the scoreboard. I was distracted with this window capture shenanigans. You just check that and let me know, and then I'll update the scoreboard here as well. Would be awesome. Thank you so much. This was easier when I had 3 monitors. I wouldn't forget shit when I had 3. Now I only have 2, and One of them is entirely dedicated to the Tag Pro group. 5 to 4, thank you. I'd like to feed Delve and cook. Okay, or the stream can just go to a commercial. These streams have been dog shit all night anyway, which stinks, but whatever. What can you do? Beggars can't be choosers. We are waiting on group here, so I'm not changing the scene just yet. Not sure what happened there. Maybe it's me related. Hope I didn't fuck that up. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a mess. Alright, let's get that color key added here. You guys don't have to look at this blinding pink screen.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I forgot how inconvenient market games are to look at. Hopefully the smoothness and similarity are close enough that this doesn't cause a problem. We'll go with that. Hopefully that looks good. My picture-in-picture NFL is not working. Again, love that. I'm so happy right now. I love that all my shit's not fucking working. Waluigi dancing, doing a little dance. Oh my god, Dingbat left in the dust. And the return comes. Holy fuck, Waluigi. God damn. Yeah, we rescheduled the Wednesday. My internet, they needed to reschedule. They asked for Tuesday, then my internet got cut. They said the soonest it would be back was Wednesday. Then they got me my internet by like the Thursday prior, because ISPs don't know what the fuck they're doing. Alright, let's try to get this picture-in-picture back up. You know what? No, I'm abandoning. We're not watching any more NFL. Sorry. I'm so sick of dealing with this. I promised Monday Night Football. I lied. That's another cap for the Rune Scrimitars. Did not catch who did it. Looks like maybe it was Rig as he walked his way back to... Oh, again, it was Rig. Against Pokeballs, question mark. No, we play against Mr. Morale and the Nubsteppers. Pokeballs are a novice team. Dingbat making moves. Oh, he had maybe a lane to flag. I don't think he thought that he had it. Calvin doing a great job keeping Vic off that power up, and they will connect with the Tag Pro lead here. Rig waiting for a grabber. No one coming though. Dingbat stayed D instead of going O with him. Finally he does come. What is the name of Conman's team? I mean, I think it's Mr. Morale and the Nubsteppers. It's an album name that they changed one word of, and now it's Tag Pro themed. The Game 1 and Game 2 scores, right. I'm sure you'd love to see them. They're behind right now. Let me change where this is. Sorry. Dude, Market is the most inconvenient map to stream in the fucking world. Jesus Christ. Like, where the fuck? Put it there, I guess. Fucking portrait mode ass map. Like, just literally just take this map and turn it sideways, and just let's play that from now on. Like, what is this? I have so much space on my screen, I could be putting the NFL thing in there picture in picture, but it keeps fucking breaking, so what can you do? Kelvin with a nice corner off that 45, gets a little bit of roll. He's past 2. Oh, it gets the return. He's got to work past Dingbat. Jazz catches him from behind. He nearly had that capture, though. Still tied up at 1s here. Waluigi waiting on that boost. Stubs his toe a little bit on 145. He's got 5 seconds left. Got to make something happen with the juice. Don't be too conservative. Just give it a little gas, I think. And now it's going to be out, and he might get caught from behind here. Seems content to hold. Ooh, and, nearly caps that, but kind of rolled it instead of the aggressive bounce that way. Or off the 45. Maybe one of those could have captured, but kind of rolled it and was caught. Trying to juke Jazz and Dingbat. No dice on that try. Kelvin rockets into base, but Vic is there waiting for him. Waluigi doing the same for Victor at that boost. Still all tied up at 1s, and Dingbat gets the juke juice up top. It looks like it's going to be Poet or Waluigi getting a tag pro down low. And they do get it, but Rig walks in a cap. Well, they do, so now they are obligated to get a counter cap here, or else it was a bad play. Right? That's how that works. And Dingbat's using the juice to stay alive. Tries to walk all the way over for the kiss. Nearly gives them a capture, but Vic rockets in from the base. And gets the return. Rune Scrimmies up 2-1 currently. Poet goes through the window. Tries to do a little shimmy on Rig, but Rig is not biting. And now Jazz has a chance to take it off the 45. Hits the boost, but Waluigi was there to stop it. Ooh, Jazz didn't trust that block at first, maybe, or was afraid of the snipe, but does a little hezzy and winds up getting caught from behind, and then the stub toes of the defense coming through here allows for the capture to walk in. Or the OD, I mean, I guess. Uh-oh, maybe another one. No, Rig is there to stop it. All tied up at 2s. Rig a little aggressive with that flag, gets himself returned. Ark is just one of those maps, though. You gotta just kind of try to make some shit happen. Calvin now with an easy try past 3, goes straight into base. Good comms from Poet and Subglacious, letting him know that they had washed out the last remaining blue team member with the strength of their combined balls. Kelvin now with a nice easy bump on Dingbat. Walks it up past 2. Rig is there to shut him down, though. Hopefully his teammate can win the pup. He does. Vic comes away with that rolling bomb. And now Jazz and Dingbat working together win the tag pro down low. Poet not strong enough to win his beloved pups. Jazz gets 1 tag. Adeptly deals with that team boost. Ooh, lots of traffic, though. Vic hanging on. Just got Poet to beat, and the blocks don't come together. Jazz came in to help on the double, a second guessed, and peeled off to try to wash him out this way, but Vic went the same way, and eventually the return happens. Close, though. Good try. Either Combs or Kelvin just takes this straight in for the 45th time this game. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I had seen him and Waluigi both sit on that a little bit earlier. And now maybe he recognized, hey, there are 3 behind, and so it's likely that I'll be able to cap coming in on this. But just earlier, Vic was sitting right here earlier in the game, and Waluigi tried to do the same, and he was stopped. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that they told him come straight in. But here he goes this time, trying one more, caught from behind. Waluigi pushing up the left side. Waco Flacco time. Fuck Texas. We're all tied up. 1 minute left to play. Another tight one after the early demolition run from RSP. Waluigi with some nice moves on Dingbat. Waluigi's kind of been schmoving around Dingbat all night, to be honest. It's a tag pro for both teams. Jazz leading down left, and Poet trying to score that return. It was return for cap for the red team, but they weren't able to come up with it. Rig and Vic playing pretty conservative here. Dingbat did not trust return was coming and does not push for it. But now Vic's got a chance taking off the 45. He doesn't go off the 45 though, and he will be returned. I think he could have capped if he took that down right like that. 15 seconds for somebody to get full standings points for this win. Can they do it? They can. Subglacious walks it in with 10 seconds to go. Still not totally dead here, but now the dream is dead. No boost up. RSP steals away that standings point. There will be no overtime. Subglacious with a dominant game. A 2-1 KD. 4 minutes of prevent and 17 returns and a capture. 3 pups apiece for him, Waluigi, and Poet. 2 caps for Waluigi. 2 caps for Rig as well, but not enough. The 12 and 8 returns from both sets of pairs for the blue team, not enough. 330 prevent, lots of prevent all around for everybody. Kelvin 8 and 21. Not a market fan, that Kelvin. I know that for a fact. Oh, Waco Flacco Flame. I read that as Waco Flacco time. That's how I read that. Very off. Not even close. I think that was 5-4, right? Or was that 4-3? I forgot already. I also gave it to the wrong team. I think it's 4-3 in favor of RSP. Let's get this adjusted here.
Three, two, one.
After lots of refreshes, both teams are ready to go. Vic with an early grab, taking it up the right side, trying to juke Poet. He will juke him. Return doesn't come for him though, and Subglacious right on his cheeks as Waluigi pushes off regrab and helps get the return. Kelvin now working down the left side. Walks past Dingbat as he rockets by a boost. Some attempts at handoffs there maybe from the red team, but nothing working out. Both teams reset. Who is Subglacious? Subglacious was an older player who's returning. I think they played a couple minor seasons back in like single-digit season time. And I think their name is just Subglacious. I'm not sure that they have any other names. I think it's just Subglacious. Vic comes away with a rolling bomb. And Rig gets the grab out. He's going to be past a couple. Jazz has a rolling bomb as well. Going to wind up taking it offense. Both rolling still intact. Now one defused. Only 5 seconds left on Vix. And he uses it smartly to knock the OD out of the way after getting knocked over to defense by the blue team. What a play. I don't think he planned that all the way, but really good adjustment on the fly. If he did plan it, then 200 IQ play from Vic to take that team boost from the blue team back to base. He's gonna put a highlight video of that in Discord in 30 minutes. Of the rolling bomb defusal? Hey, rightfully so. It was a great play. Gotta flex your good moments. Kelvin trying to juke out Jazz and Dingbat might do it. Will not do it. Vic with a very ambitious grab, going backwards into base with 3 people there from the blue team. It is a flaccid grab. Now a big pup fight up top. It looks like red team is not going to win it. In fact, it is a sweep for blue team. Not a lot of team plays on that power up here. Not a lot of people. I mean, everyone was pushing the same direction, but was not unified in trying to get one person to pup. Certainly not. Good OD from Vic there. And a good block springs Dingbat loose the other way, and Jazz with a nice block on Waluigi. Who I think I may have called Wario a couple times. I think he's played with both of them. And Rune Scrimmies go up 2-0. Their biggest lead, I think, in the series tonight. Could be mistaken. Maybe they held a bigger lead at one point on Audacity. In fact, I think they had a 3-0 lead, or a 3-cap lead at a minimum, so I take that back. About halfway through this game 4. And what I came away with from this game is that I don't like Market. I'm sick of it. Stop nominating it. And to that point, I think that the map nominating system, I think some people would say it's good that it auto-noms every comp map played in the last 3 seasons, but I'd be cool with Market not being auto-nommed, you know what I mean, for the next 3 seasons, because it's probably going to get in one of those seasons. A bunch of flaccid grabs from the blue team here makes it a 3-0 game for the Rune Scrimitars. Some impatience. Another 2 flaccids, and now Vic's free again. They just gotta lay the blocks on Waluigi and Subglacious, and they do! NRUN is running away with this one. Yeah, Market cage match. I think that one stinks too. I don't know. I'm just sick of Market. Like, Market's a good map for like once every 3 seasons. You know, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm good with like there being a Market season every year. But but we had to play it last season, and now we played again. I wouldn't mind not playing it. Like, I don't want to play it for at least another 2 seasons now. Vic and Dingbat working well together to get out of base. But Dingbat with nowhere to go. Blue team crashing in all around him. 4 minutes left to play and 4 captures needed for the Responsibles. I'm not sure if this would be their first loss on the season. I think it might be, though. At least regulation loss if they were to drop it here. And they need 1 cap every minute for the rest of the game. Hard to do on Market unless the Rune Scrimmies start killing themselves needlessly. Nice rolling grab from Rig. He'll try to hand off here to Dingbat, I think. He wants the cap himself. Almost gets there. Dingbat, nice move on Kelvin. Little crossover. And takes it off the 45, but he's stopped in his tracks with the trolling bomb by Kelvin. It was a good route to go off the 45. I think he maybe could not have stopped it if he was able to hit one of these. Ooh, Rig taking the first slime route. I can't tell you how many times first slime took this up here, and then down for a cap for American Corner Story. That's not a route I ever seek out. I only ever wind up there if I screw something up. But Rig nearly had it on that try. We're down to the 3-minute mark here, and still 4 caps to go for RSP. They do come away with 2 power-ups, but Rig walks in. Not quite walks, sprints in. The cap that gives them a 5-cap lead, them being Rune Scrimmitars. Vic following his blocks, very cautious holding here. Welcome, mLTP. Whoever you are. Ooh, and the return comes just in time for Dingbat. He trusts, and they go up 6-0. And as RSP scrambles to try to bring this one closer, it's only getting further away. It's up to a 7-cap lead here for the Rune Scrimmitars. And it looks like we'll have 1 blowout win for each team this series. As well as 1 overtime win and 1 tight regulation win. So pretty evenly matched series, I would say. Rig using those 45-degree tiles as blockers. Also using Vic as a blocker. Waluigi hands off to Subglacious, who is rolling, but he only has a couple seconds left. They've got to go fast. Oh, he didn't trust. They didn't have the comms. He had the cap right there, but he backs off it. Ooh, very nearly had that one there, but comes off this bottom corner a little bit instead of off the flat. I'm not sure if that was a clean connection, if Vic would have stopped it or not, but as it stands, no capture comes from it. And with a minute left to go, Kelvin will try to get blue team 1 more cap for the Brazil. Haha, get it, guys? Is that 1 time? Vic wanted the straight in, but the OD was there anyway, but he is caught from Kelvin. Caught by Kelvin from behind. "30 seconds left. Kelvin maneuvering around Jazz. Kind of a low-key nub there. Kelvin can't be tagged right now. Hey, thanks for the raid, Yalpa. Welcome in, Yalpa viewers. "15 seconds left to go in this one, and this will seal the deal. Both teams having a blowout victory in this series. Let's go ahead and change that scoreboard back quickly here. Two caps apiece for Jazz, Dingbat, and Vic. 20 returns apiece for Jazz and Dingbat, along with plenty of prevent, both of them dominating the stats sheet. Rig and Vic lagging a little bit behind, but both of them still putting up good numbers. Another bad match for Kelvin on Market. 7-0 that game goes to the Rune Scrimmies. Not trying to throw any shade at you, Kelvin. I just know you don't like Market. Oh, that's right. That first game came back. It was a blowout, but Rune Scrimmies came back at the end of it. So I guess if you want to say, you know, follow the aggregate score, you could say this match is actually now in the Rune Scimitar's favor. But the early goings on of game one was, yeah, I mean, it was like 7-0 or something. It was a lot for Rune Scrimmies to overcome. They did give it a fair shake, but they were not able to complete that comeback effort. I don't get it. Could you explain? No thanks. Thank you, homie. Disgusting. I think I'm going to take a little dabby poo here once Game 5 gets underway, so the commentary will be lacking, but it's been lacking all night, so you probably won't notice the difference. I think this is a ping test. It is a ping test. Okay, hydrating. Here's
3, 2,
it's the can I'm drinking out of. I could have been done with this dabby poo by now. Did not know we would be here between games for so long. Looks like RSP dealing with some ping issues. You don't love to see that. Damn, couldn't get the message off. Alright, let's get this down here somewhere. Looks good to me there.
Three, two, one.
And we're underway. And with that, I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back, and we're ready to rock and roll. Nice blocks from the red team there, but Vic gets the grab off, and so it won't be a cap yet for Kelvin. A little bit of a traffic jam here. Rig looking to escape. Gets a block across the map from Jazz, and the return comes from behind as well. Rig running into people there. Some miscommunication. And it's going to result in Waluigi breaking free past 2 the other way. Jazz now with a grab here. This is Tag Pro, folks. Oh, Rig goes to lay the boost block, but can't quite connect. No caps yet for either side. I think both teams have not looked great so far in Game 5. I think it's been a little chaotic. We'll see who... Jesus Christ. We'll see who dials in. So, dude, there are some Windows features that I fucking hate. I hope the stream didn't just flash my desktop to you all, but I think it might have. I think the window capture thing prevents that from being a problem too. That's one advantage it has over display captures. And Dingbat! Oh, he gets around some Glacius who had come off of Ree because he had the Tag Pro. Dingbat had already gotten past Waluigi and Poet. What a cap from Dingbat! And so far it's the Rune Scrimmies who have tightened up the fastest in Game 5. They're off to an early lead. They'll look to win the series, I think, if they come away with a win here, which would be a good result for them. After coming out, I think, looking a little slower than they would have liked in the opening minutes of Game 1. Vic has Poet on his cheeks. Winds up sending him into the spike. Rig goes low, Subglacius is waiting for him and quickly snipes him. Another round of power-ups here. Vic will fight one-on-one up top. Rig should have a freebie down low. Rig walks away with a Tag Pro. Subglacius a tag up top. Vic went for the grab, excuse me. In the meanwhile, ooh, and he gets in just over the top of Kelvin. It's going to be a 2-0 lead. Rune Scrimmies coming into their own here in Game 5. Games 4 and 5. I might, now that I'm thinking about it actually, did the Rune Scrimmies take Game 2 in OT, or do I have the asterisk on the wrong team? It might have been NRSP who took that game. I don't remember. Kelvin's got the easiest cap he'll ever get. Oh my god, Waluigi working against, but they'll cap it regardless. Oh, it didn't wind up being as easy as I thought. Jazz with a really clean route over the top of Kelvin, can't quite connect. I like that though, taking that Nutri Boost up off here and down as opposed to taking it all the way up over here and down. Seems like a time saver. There are some cool routes on Audacity, but on the whole, I think it's kind of a boring map. It's just like a very vanilla map. There's nothing offensive about it. There's nothing I love about it. It's fine. Poet, time running out on this rolling bomb. He does not get trolled, though. EU says NRUN 1. Okay, great. Thank you, Cell. I could have looked at it myself, but yeah, running out of tabs here. I don't like tabbing out on the right-hand side if I can avoid it. Rig with a nice series of bumps. Can't quite get past Subglacius. I think I have combined Rig and Vic's names a couple times tonight. I throw the wrong consonant on the end of either one of their names. Dingbat comes away with that rolling bomb low. Vic gets the Tag Pro up top. See if they can connect here. Dingbat recklessly kind of shooting around the map here. Vic will connect with a Rig. Dingbat goes for the snipe around the spike. Can't quite connect yet. Subglacius blocking Jazz. Maybe Jazz blocking Subglacius. A little bit of both. Poet gets around the Tag Pro lead, and the return comes for red team. Now blue on the defensive with 2OD. Jazz will take the grab. She's out past 3. Kelvin trying to stay alive here. Dangerous spot for the red team. Now a dangerous spot for the blue team. Or not. Oh, Jazz. I think maybe had it, but probably didn't have it and realized she didn't have it and then backed off there. But wouldn't that have been a cool cap if she had come in underneath Poet there? Would have been slick. Poet trying to get out bottom. Rig having none of that. Vic picks up that top rolling bomb. Dingbat the bottom juice. And they'll see if they can get that rolling on the flag. They do. Vic cutting underneath everybody as they go to the boost. He's just past one right now, but has that rolling to work with. Knocks people to the side, but it's not enough. And now Rig will have to give it a try without a rolling bomb. No dice. Too far in to not go for it. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Hello, Noise. Subglacious. Walks in the easy one. I missed how he got out of base, but it certainly didn't require much finesse past midfield. And we're all tied up. 3 minutes left to play. Another close one. Entering the fourth quarter. In the spirit of Monday Night Football vibes. Looks like it's a tag pro down low. It will go to Kelvin, who picks up 2 quick tags while Luigi goes for the grab. Pass to nobody, though. Maybe a better end result for RSP anyway. They can try to get this juice on the flag, and they will. Still 7 seconds left of both. Poet able to juke around Rig, and very easy block on the other end for Waluigi. And they'll take the lead. First lead they've had here in Game 5. Now Rune Scrimmies are going to have to find some of that magic they had to start this game fast. Let's see if they can come back. It's going to be a Juke Juice up top and a Rolling Bomb down low next power-up round. Nothing too exciting. See who gets what. Tell Jazz I'm her biggest fan. You know, Noise, I think it would mean even more coming from you. Why don't you tell her yourself? Dingbat out with a rolling bomb the other way. Quickly diffused. And caught from behind by Subglacious. Poet in a very dangerous spot, but the return comes for his team anyway. So it wouldn't have mattered. Waluigi now out past 2. Rockets into base. Vic right there waiting for him. Vic goes for the bump, no blocks. Jazz goes for the rub, no blocks. It's a tag pro top, I think a juke bottom. And it's going to be a tag pro for RSP, a rolling low for Rune Scrimmies. And amid that chaos, the Rune Scrimmies really trying to sell out and win those pups. Kelvin takes advantage and walks in, maybe the dagger. Waluigi now content to hold here. or not, or he gets eager for the burst and gets himself killed, but Kelvin is passed a couple the other way. Alright, with both of them dying, this is a window for Rune Scrimmies, but nothing's going to happen with it. Nothing. And the Rune Scrimmitars run out of gas at the end of Game 5. But a good series from them is the Responsibles will take this series 3-2. 3 regulation wins. 3 1-1. Statistical dominance from the red team that game. Every stat you can think of they led in, except for, I guess, returns and drops, but individually, almost everything. That's 4-2 in favor of the Responsibles, bringing the aggregate score this week 22-20 in favor of the Rune Scrimmitars. Thanks to their dominant Game 4 win. And with that, we can take a look and see if anybody else is streaming. I think Aaron probably is still. That game started late. Gibberish with a 3. Okay. I got that right. Gibberish with a 3. That's right. Alright. Thanks everybody for tuning in. That's all here from FTV tonight. Let's all go say hello to Aaron and OPH versus Knights of the Round Tile. Thanks for watching.